This is iFIBER 1 News. Here are today's top stories.
Additional charges have been filed against a man accused of opening fire on 4 police officers near Soap Lake on August 19th.
Classified staff members of the Wenatchee School District staged a public rally on Tuesday in support of higher wages and to create public awareness about their latest round of negotiations with the district.
Right now, the City of Wenatchee has plenty of water. City Environmental Manager Jessica Shaw wants us to imagine a day when we don't.
Last season, Afraid of Football hit the ground running and won their first 4 games en route to a district's appearance.
From the iFIBER 1 newsroom, this is iFIBER 1 News, and it starts now.
Additional charges have been filed against a man accused of opening fire on 4 police officers near Soap Lake on August 19th. Alejandro Rodriguez is now charged with 4 counts of first-degree assault, along with a law enforcement victim aggravator on each count. The defendant was initially charged with just 2 counts of first-degree assault, but the charges were amended on Tuesday. Rodriguez remains in jail, held without bail, and faces life in prison if convicted. Rodriguez was arrested after allegedly opening fire on 4 officers on August 19th in Lakeview as police were searching for armed robbery suspect Alfredo Silva. According to court records, police had received information Silva may be at a home on Adrian Avenue Northwest and were told by a woman at the home a man was in the shed at the back of the property. Investigators say Rodriguez later exited the shed and began walking toward a junk pile while reaching toward his waist as officers yelled for him to stop. Rodriguez allegedly took cover behind the junk pile and opened fire at the officers. 3 of the 4 officers fired back and Rodriguez was shot in the leg. He was treated at Samaritan Hospital in Moses Lake before being booked into Grant County Jail. This is Joe Utter for iFIBER 1 News.
This segment is brought to you by
Change doesn't have to be complicated. With a low-profile microwave hood combination that's ready to install right out of the box. It fits in the same space as your under-cabinet hood, so you can get your microwave off the countertop and make space for the routines worth keeping. The low-profile microwave hood combination from the #1 selling appliance brand in the USA.
Whirlpool Appliances, now available at more furniture in Ephrata.
Classified staff members of the Wenatchee School District staged a public rally on Tuesday in support of higher wages and to create public awareness about their latest round of negotiations with the district. The demonstration, which was dubbed as Wave for Wages by its organizers, coincided with a bargaining session between the Public School Employees Union and the district at its headquarters in Wenatchee, where negotiators for the PSE were scheduled to present a counteroffer to the WSD's latest contract proposal that the union rejected back on August 16th. The PSE represents approximately 300 paraeducators, technical and professional staff, and secretaries in the district and is seeking to see the salaries of its members increase to levels which bring them more in line with state averages. The union is also asking for a longer contract term as well as increases in training and paid time off.
Our bargaining team has worked really hard. We know exactly where we stand with comparing wages and benefits with our colleagues across the state and with our colleagues across the river at Eastmont. We know that if we're going to retain good employees to provide those classified services for our students and families and teachers, we're going to have to address the wage issue. My hope for today is that we can work together with the district, that they'll hear our concerns, and collectively we can solve some of those problems. And we love our jobs. Ultimately, bottom line is we love our jobs, and we wouldn't be here if we didn't.
The Wenatchee Education Association announced it had inked a new deal with its staff in the Wenatchee School District just 7 days ago, signing a 2-year contract which boosted wages by 11 to 12% across the board this school year. And those affiliated with the PSE are hopeful that they too can say the same thing very soon. All classified staff will be on the job as scheduled. However, whether or not they will have a new contract in hand will not be known for at least a few more days. And what actions the PSE's members will take if they don't get one soon are still unknown at this time. Reporting for iFIBER 1 News, I'm Chris Hansen.
This segment is brought to you by
Your taste buds bored? Well, then bring them to Jay's Teriyaki. Not only does Jay's have a variety of teriyaki dishes, they also offer mouth-watering salads and sides. Call Jay's 509-764-5155. Jay's Teriyaki, located at 123 East Broadway in Moses Lake, because it's all in the sauce.
Right now, the City of Wenatchee has plenty of water. City Environmental Manager Jessica Shaw wants us to imagine a day when we don't.
I think we get in the habit of thinking, well, so what if that faucet's leaking? I'll get it fixed next month. But every little bit does matter.
Shaw and other city staffers held an outreach Wednesday at iFIBER's Public Market, seeking input on 3 proposed new water-saving goals for the city.
The first goal is to reduce seasonal outdoor water use by 2 to 3%. The second goal is to actually reduce just the water use in July by 5%, because July tends to be the biggest month. And then the third goal is to focus on reducing overall water use, so it would be a reduction in the gallons per person per household.
Wenatchee uses 135 gallons of water per person per day on average. That's higher than the national average of about 120 gallons. Shaw hopes the city can get its local use down to about 125. Whichever goal gets the most public support, in an online poll or other public comment, Shaw plans to take it to the City Council in September. That will help the city set its water-saving agenda for the next several years.
Right now, the city has plenty of water for about the next 50 years, but our goal is to start building good habits now, so good water use efficient habits, so that when at some point, if we ever do get to a point where water sources are limited, we already know how to save water, and we've already been doing a good job, and that just extends the life of those water resources.
Online voting at the city's website ends today, August 29th, but Shaw's office can take calls at 888-3235 or emails on the matter through the end of the week. Jefferson Robbins, iFIBER 1 News.
Last season, the Freda football hit the ground running and won their first 4 games en route to a district's appearance. Last year's squad was led by several seniors, including quarterback Zach Berryman, receiver Jake Oxis, and running back Leland Burleson. Despite losing a large group of seniors, head coach Jay Mills says that this team is even more seasoned.
We have more seniors this year actually than we had last year, and those kids played a lot last year in key backup roles and on special teams, and now it's their turn to get a chance to go on the field.
Freda plays in the CWAC North Division that includes Othello, Ellensburg, Quincy, and East Valley Yakima. All of those were tough games last year, with the exception of Ellensburg, which likely won't have 2 down years in a row. Coach Mills understands how difficult winning will be, but believes his team is ready.
All of our league games are very competitive, and we've got to play our best every Friday night. We've had some adversity having to be inside. Our kids have adapted well to that, and they're doing a nice job working hard in practice.
Freda opens at home this Friday when they host Kashmir. Kickoff is at 7 p.m. I'm Adam Chikoski for iFIBER 1 Sports.
This is iFIBER 1 News. For more information on these stories and other news, visit us online at ifiber1.com or check us out on Facebook.